Hello, Paddy here from creativemedia.org.uk. I'm going to be concentrating today on my hands and on my keyboards rather than on my face. So, I bought this X-Keys 58 keyboard key thing, macro keyboard, fairly recently, and I've been raving about it a bit on this channel, but I thought I'd show you an actual useful use that I've put it to, rather than just saying it's amazing, clever technology. This one's quite an old one, but the guys at X-Keys have responded to my emails quite quickly and showed me how I could make this work with the newest version of Macromaker, their software. If it hadn't worked, I did have it working with an older version, and they've got lots of older versions of the software on their site as well, so that's a good thing. I've blurred out my screen quite a lot here because I don't want to be sharing my data with the whole internet. I've got lots of rows on lots of different pages, and I need to open an information screen for each of these rows and then copy 3 things from it and paste each of them into a spreadsheet. And even with keyboard shortcuts, this is a bit time consuming. I'll tell you what I've done with my X-Keys. I'm using 3 different keys to make this process a lot quicker. Firstly, the information screen. I need to click a little arrow by each row and then choose a particular view which will open in a new window, and I've got to do that for every single row on every single page of this I've got. So my first task was to set up a key to do that. I found, even though in theory you can set up one key to do a whole long string of tasks, it tends to work a lot better if you kind of split it up into separate tasks and also use the key down and key up strokes on these keys to do different parts of the operation. In theory, I can make this key do a mouse click as well, but it wasn't working for me and it was taking longer than the time it was saving. So for each of these, I'm going to click on the drop down with my mouse, just one finger click. This key here does 2 down arrows, then it presses the enter key, and when I release it, it switches back to the tab I'm currently on, and in Chrome, Control 3 will always get you to the 3rd tab along, so I've got to make sure that this tab is open in position 3. Control 1 will jump me to tab 1, Control 2 to tab 2, Control 3 to tab 3, so that's quite a handy time saver. I'll demonstrate how slow it is normally, so I'd have to do that, I'd have to click there, I'd have to click back there, then I'd need to click the next one, click there, click back there, and so on. That's a bit of a pain. I'll close those. So using this method, it's a little bit quicker. Click there, yep, click there, and click there. And even if it's not quicker, which it is, it's less fatigue on your brain of having to get the right order of key presses, and less fatigue on the fingers, which is a good thing. I've got these keys here set up to do Control Tab, which switches between my different tabs, and I find that's painful on my thumb, kind of constantly crossing over like that. That's going to be thumb strain. So these keys are very useful, so I can check it's all there if I want. And now the copying bits. Well, normally I'd have to select the bit of a row I wanted, press Control C, switch tab to Excel, find the right cell, press Control V, tab back, select the next row I want, and so on, which again isn't a lot of work, but once you're doing dozens and dozens of those, it is a lot of work. I'll switch back to Excel, I'll delete the one I've just copied. Back to Chrome, I've got keyboard shortcuts to do Windows 1, which always gets me to the first application in my taskbar, and Windows 4 gets me to the 4th one along, which I've set up to be Excel. Windows 3, Windows 2 get you to the 2nd and the 3rd, so you can have 10 different slots of applications along the bottom and use the Windows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 0 keys to jump to those, which is very useful for programming one of these. I've programmed key B to do a triple click, though actually it doesn't do a triple click, it does a single click and a double click. In the Macromedia MacroWorks program. Macromedia? It's not Macromedia. Macromedia is no more. I think old graphic designers will remember Macromedia. MacroWorks. In X-Keys MacroWorks, there's a function system, and you can make it do a mouse click or a mouse double click You can make it do mouse movements as well. I haven't tried that yet, but in theory you can. But currently I'm just going to hover my mouse over the place I want to do the triple click. And what this key also does is it does a Control-C to copy, and it does Windows 4 to switch to Excel. It doesn't do a paste, because I found when I tried to make it paste in Excel as well, the computer didn't keep up and the paste never happened. So I was merrily pressing my keys and the pastes weren't happening, so instead of saving time, I was wasting time. So not good. So let's press key B and see what happens. There we are. So it's copied it, hopefully. I'm in the right place. So now I'm going to press key C. It does a Control V, which is a paste. And then when I release the key, it switches back with Windows 1 back to Chrome, which is where I was. So let's do that. And it also moves the cursor one to the left, so it's in the right place for me to do my next paste. So I'll go back to Chrome, hover over the next thing I'm copying, B again, paste again, and the last one, B again, paste again. So there are my 3 cells pasted from Chrome. And that seems fairly slow, but if I'm kind of working actually at full tilt, before I leave here I'll just check something else on this page, which is why I've left it open. I could have closed it, but I've left it open because I want to check something down here. That's alright. I'm going to use my close key, which presses Control W, and then I'll copy the next one. So hover over, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. So that's quite a lot quicker. Check the stuff, press close, next one, copy, I have to move to the right cell this time, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And you can see now that this could work a lot quicker than using all the keyboard shortcuts, or worse still, using the mouse. So I hope that's given you an idea of why your boss should buy you one of these, or if not, why you should buy yourself one of these. It's quite fun to feel like you're doing a lot less work than you would have normally been doing. And it also saves your fingers and thumbs from strain and your mind from strain. So enjoy your work. If you like what I'm putting on my channel, please do subscribe. And might see you next time. Bye!